Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Right now, man, I got my friend in the studio.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's interesting. You know, we were talking about this earlier, how you meet certain artists and then you be around them so long and you see each other in so many familiar places, uncommon to the industry, but common to everyday life, that it's hard. You respect them to the utmost as an artist, but you learn who they are as people, and then it becomes something different. You know, it's almost like if my brother put out a project, I got to carry it.
Thank
you know what
brother.
I mean? It becomes something different for me. And our next guest, man, I've been rocking with this dude since the late 90s, rather early 2000s.
Yes, sir.
And we started finding out we had a lot in common. There's a reason, Heather, when you look at my face, I got a glow to it. You know, I got this energy to it. You know, so if you look at his face, you're going to see some energy. You're going to see a glow
Yes,
to
sir.
it. It's that divineness, that intervention, that third eye that pineal gland that we swim in constantly, and we always in thought, you know, but mostly it's because of what we put in our bodies.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And this man has been an advocate of healthy body, mind, and spirit on one hand, and on the other hand, he will let you know if you step to him, your mind, body, and spirit, all that could be out the window.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The one and only Styles P is here, ladies
Yes,
and
sir.
gentlemen.
Salute. Love is love.
Gangsta and the gentleman, the gangster and the gentleman.
Love
Y'all
is
here
love.
for the duality.
The duality.
Yeah, balance.
Yes.
Ghost is here. We
I'm glad to be here. You know I love y'all.
Nah, it's good to have
It's
you, man.
always family love in this room.
You got the new album out this Friday, right?
Yes, G Host.
G Host. That's out May 4th. I got a chance to get it early, so I got a chance to sleep with it a little bit and live with it. G Host. Was that break that down for me?
Well, you already know I'm the ghost, but I feel like it's my job to host the G's. That's the gangsters and the gentlemen to be the host, to serve something authentic. So this time around, I'm hosting.
When you listen to this album, what I got is I listen to a lot of albums. I listen to a lot of younger guys' albums too, and I can hear them developing as young men. Things they experience, things we've experienced before. What I look for is things that I could, learn from and be motivated by, motivated or dedicated by.
Nickelback love. Thank you.
Yeah, I went back. You
Thank
saw that? You like that?
Nickelback love.
That was
I
my
love you,
joint.
Sway. I love you, Sway.
That was
I
my
love you.
joint right there too.
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. That was the EP he put out. That's what I felt like you were talking to young men, but you were talking to men who are, your age and men who are my age as well in this. Was that the purpose?
This one I try to, because I think my day-to-day life plays a big part in the music I give out. And sometimes you try to, I just wanted to feel free. And I think when you would just want to feel free, like artistically, like sometimes I try to watch what I'm saying and like don't go too hard, because on the other hand, I know I'm promoting plants, clean living, and body, so I don't want to. But this time I say, you know what? I just want to be an artist this time. Like I just want to. I really felt like I wanted to create in a different zone. Like I wanted to talk to the youth. I wanted to talk to the my peers. I wanted to talk to people older. I definitely wanted to talk healthy and consciousness, but I also wanted to talk shit. Like I just really had that urge to really just kind of talk shit in my own kind of MC aspect writer. When you hear it, you know because I feel like personally, like a lot of people always say to me, and I try to always address this, I don't feel I'm underrated.
Okay. Speak to that.
I feel like I'm not for everybody.
Okay.
Like what I'm saying is from the gut. It's not for the flash. It's not for the bang. It's just for a feeling. Like, I create out of a feeling. So if you don't feel it and everybody doesn't feel it, we just not on the same wavelength. So I don't really come for that. I just come to release my shit as an MC, get my shit off my chest, and kind of paint a picture however I'm feeling. Because I think we get lost in the world today, especially it's kind of difficult when you trying to play your part in the community. Be a man, a father, a good role model for the peers in the community, but be an MC and actually talk your aggression off. Because I tell people I'd rather rhyme the aggression than actually live the aggression. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm very capable of living the aggression. So it's like if some people don't find ways to get off that aggression, you know, and I feel like as an artist, you have to be able to do that sometimes, but you have to have that kind of duality and find balance of saying, you know, this is that. All right, this is real time when it's real life. This is, you know, in all aspects of your life, and that's just how I pretty much go about most of the shit I do. Period in life.
So to me, that explains. You got a lyric in one of the songs. I want to say it's a Welfare, featuring a Whisper.
Yeah,
And
shout out to Whispers, man.
It says,
That's my guy.
fuck, you know, I don't know it verbatim, fuck you and fuck all them. And if you don't like me, load up and bust all them, you know. And then you said that was me like a dime ago.
Yeah.
You meant like 10 years ago?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you go back 10 years ago, the album that you had out back then was I think a gangster and was it?
I have the slightest idea. To be honest. I
A
won't
super
give you the
gangster and extraordinary
one of them
gentleman.
shits.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. It was. That was
Yeah.
about 10, 11 years ago. And when you said that, I was like, damn, this dude has come a long way since back then.
Yeah.
How have your mind changed a dime ago? Like your mental.
I'm just relaxed. I'm relaxed. I'm energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm always on a quest for peace, and I ain't got a problem with it. I think a lot of people, we deal with stereotypes a lot, especially when you're from the hood.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I put in my time. I put in my work. I made my bones. My name rings bells. You see me alone. I'm authentic. So if I come in peace, I should leave in peace, and I should spread that same energy with just knowing that, because the real trap, like, between music and the streets is it's a thin line between reality, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and the real shit that's gonna happen to you when you enter the music life, but you think you could do some street shit and you ain't gonna pay the price for it. So kind of growing up and maturing as you become a man, I think it's just I want more for those who's younger than me or who've been through the same shit I've been through, and I just kind of want to be like, you kind of want to duck that shit. You kind of want to nerd up. You probably could get more money off of T-shirts.
Yeah.
Actually, you could get more money off of like T-shirts and legal shit now than actually selling crack. So it's like a waste of time. You be violent, you do something violent, now you're gonna automatically go to jail for 3 years, felon, non-felon, just for having a hammer. So with all of these things being in play and how the law works, how the streets are, code of the streets, how time's moving, fatherhood, you have to grow and kind of be able to say, you know, you can't always be the wildest lion or wolf running around. Sometimes you gotta turn to wisdom and caginess. You gotta learn to be cagey, and then you gotta learn to be honest. Like, I ain't got a problem now. Like, I think years ago I had a problem saying I don't want a problem because I'm short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm by myself. I don't like security, and I had an ego big as this room. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of knew how the streets was. So the streets would take advantage of you if you could. And I didn't want to feel like the rapper who needed protection.
Yeah.
So I was kind of always on my shit. Like, I'm going to be on it before you on it. Then when you're in a peaceful place, you kind of understand you don't got to do that. Like, it's kind of just easier to be peaceful. And then when you start feeling the benefits of peace, you quest for it. And then I tell dudes all the time, like you say, if you step on my toes,
Yeah.
that just means you stepped on my toes and something's going to happen from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much just how life pans out. But if I could avoid you from stepping on my toes, or if you step on my toes and be like, yo, I'm sorry, I stepped on your toes or something, then I could sit there and discuss it with you. Or before we get to actually something physical happening, I'm man enough to go, I don't want this problem. I'm going to think about all the repercussions, jail time, lawyer time.
Shit.
First of all, losing a family, being sued, how jail smell. I always try to remember how jail smell before I do some bullshit. Not being funny, dead serious. I try to remember somebody telling you to bend down, lift your balls, spread your ass cheeks, open your mouth, just how the whole shit smell and all of that, and just how much money and family time you lose. So I think when you start doing that and you kind of realize that shit just don't be worth it, and we could get a lot more if we build together, and it don't really, you ain't pussy if you say I don't want a problem.
What is jail?
Meaning you ain't gonna handle it.
What does it smell like? Like
Horrible.
I went to prison. I
only been to county jail twice.
Okay.
I
Like
never been
horrible,
state
like what?
time, but I did county.
like piss and boot. Like what is it?
Just body odors and sadness. Smells like body odors, depression, sadness, underarms, feet, ass, basketball games, hard workouts, pain, tears. And that's just county jail. So I can't imagine what up north and state prison. Like I always tell all my homies, like who did time any time anyway is too much time for me. I don't even like being cuffed. So that's why I try to be real with myself too. I hate to be in that position, so I try to think of ways to not be in that position as least as possible. And I'm a brown man, so
Yeah.
that shit could happen like this. I could be having a perfect day and just the slightest little shit happen and you know something could go wrong. So I just try to just push forward on some cool shit. I'm a pothead. I just want to be stoned, eat plants, smoke plants, relax, chill, take care of my family, make some money, spread some love in the community, and keep the cycle going just like that.
You say that all through the album, too. A couple of things. I want to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. G Host is the name of the album.
Yes, sir.
Coming out May 4th. A couple things. First of all, congratulations to Juices for Life. They were inducted, the first company to be inducted into the Health Food Hall of Fame up in Yonkers, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, I saw that, man. You got the black.
We won the chip, baby.
We got it, baby.
That's a big deal.
Hey, I go up there, man. They treat me like a king when I walk
You
up
are
in there.
king,
Have
brother.
to be. I
You are
appreciate
king.
that,
You are
man.
king.
Well, you know, I'm not a king. I'm a god, as you say.
Hey, yes.
Come on, you say
Yes.
that too. What did you break that down? Then I want to go into the song. You say I'm not a king, and then I'm a god.
It's a fact.
Okay.
It's a fact. I think when you broaden your horizons, you open your eye a little bit and you in more energy. Like we all, as you were saying earlier, to hit on the note, like I try to think of it in this terms to put it real short. Like whether you white, black, Asian, Spanish, whatever race you are, size you are, whatever's going on with you, if we in the same area and you're tired and I'm tired, you yawn, I'm gonna yawn. That means we share the same energy field. All of us, everything that's alive, moving, created, plants, flowers, animals, all of us somehow with some sort of energy that's connecting us. Now, I feel like I've become in tune with that energy, a little more connected with that energy. So I'm kind of tapped into my source. So with that being, I'm a god. I'm not a king. I'm not above man. I'm part of man. I'm part of God. I'm not like we all gods.
Yeah.
We all connected to that thing. Is like I just want to feel divine. Like so I don't want to rule over people. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be bigger than people. I'm not the God you pray to.
Yeah.
I'm just part of God. Like I'm part of what's that big energy, and I understand that I'm in it and I'm part of it. So with that, I'm a god. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not typical. I'm not just a king. Like you know what I mean? I'm
Love
definitely a god.
It's that God body
Love
talk
it.
right there, Heather. You see how I slipped that in
hear
like
it.
it's just a regular interview. It's things I'm
All
trying to
conversations
accomplish here,
all
man.
conversations.
You know, the pineal gland, you talk about that on this song, this occasion.
Third eye.
Yeah, or the God eye, depending on how you say it or how you
Yeah.
think of it. And in this, you said ghosts stay low and willing to give the fame away.
Yeah.
Would you trade your fame?
My fame ain't all that.
Get out of here, man. There ain't nowhere you can
My
go.
fame
man.
is
People don't.
my fame. I mean, I think fame is the new money. So to stay authentic, I would definitely get that shit away. Like you know what I mean? I think people get too, like we all human. Like I think people, especially nowadays, give artists too much credit and too much. Put them on a pedestal. Like they shit, they bleed,
Yeah.
they breath stink, they fart, they tired, they yell, they smile. Everything you do, they do. Everybody is great or very good at something. Maybe you haven't found out what it is. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you got to work hard to get that. But like, I think we put all artists on too much of a high pedestal. Cause like, a lot of shit is important. Like the dude who fucking opens the elevator and smiles at everybody every day and has able to maintain that charm. That's an important dude. Maybe not in everybody's eyes, but in this big, intricate, all sharing of energy, that shit counts, dog. That
counts.
shit, every little thing counts. So that's just how I pretty much roll with it.
Man, Styles P is here. G Host. Friday, May 4th. I want to play this occasion. You got that OQ lined up? We open up the phone lines. 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. Man, get on the mic, bro. Come on,
Let your voice be heard.
Mecca, man. Two dope boys. What up, brother?
This work?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
It's only right you join us in this conversation, man.
It's my work thing, so I tend to stay behind the scenes these days.
Whatever.
Men is really low key.
Man.
Though.
It's with your family, man. Come on, man. I know, Becca. Styles P is here, man. G Host is the name of the album. Tracy, I know you want to dive in there.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got a lot of questions. The first one on top of my dome, though, Styles, when you were talking about how you really wanted to embrace being an artist again so that you can release some aggression.
Yeah.
And the productive manner is to put it on wax.
Yeah.
And that makes me think of a conversation we have often about if, in general, people are having a hard time of separating artist from person.
Definitely.
We're seeing with R. Kelly, there was a new hashtag that was like mute R. Kelly. People feel like don't listen to the music at all because of what allegedly is happening behind closed doors. Also seeing it with Kanye's tweets. A lot of people being like, okay, I don't want to listen to Kanye at all because I don't agree with his, personal stances.
Yeah.
Is that an issue? Is that actually hindering us, or does that help everyone at the end?
I think it's to each his own.
Okay.
I think everything with hip hop is to each his own. Like, you know what I mean? I believe sometimes with artists, off rip, we're assholes.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm not even playing around. I'm not joking. Like, it's a part of artistry that makes you different from most people. It makes your brain think in a different way. The average gut person you sitting on the bus or you having a conversation with they engage in a conversation. An artist may be engaged in that conversation. And you may have said something, now he's thinking of a rhyme in that conversation and looking at something go by, trying to make the rhyme, engage in a conversation, then also trying to live their regular life. So I think like I was saying earlier, we put artists too much on a pedestal of where they're not the average human. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, artists are really obnoxious sometimes, ignorant. There's a lot of beautiful, creative, peaceful artists that are not like that. But some way to be an artist, you have to have something in your mind that makes you different. So when you're different, that's like some way kind of the people you're like an asshole, or even if it's a cool asshole, or
Right.
just a butthole or a butt cheek or whatever you want to call it, slightly like whatever.
Yeah.
But I think we have to say, you have to, as an individual, look at the artist, look at what his music stands for, look at what he stands for, and go, can I separate the two as an individual? Will I separate the two? Am I the individual who wants an artist that's just making music and I'm just there for the music, or am I the individual who's into the whole everything about the artist, how he makes his music, lives his life, does
Right.
so I think that's for each individual to say, like, so you may go, all right, I don't want to hear nothing from him, I don't want to see nothing from them artists, where he may go, okay, I want to hear them artists, but I don't want to deal with them as a person. So I think as a community, it's hard for us to say what particularly to do because we're all individuals and we're
True.
not all meant to feel and react the same.
Facts.
Like personally, depending on the crime, I think we give all these artists way too much power and popularity and make it mean more than it actually means. Then I think also depending on what they did, sometimes you have to go, okay, this motherfucker's crazy,
Okay.
or this motherfucker's bugged out. This motherfucker needs some sort of help. Then you have to look at who's around him. Is he getting help? Is he not getting help? Why? What's going on? Now imagine, like, we pass judgment, and I just nowadays say I ain't God the judge, and whatever you do, you're gonna pay for anyway. And karma, later life, anyway, regardless. But people do shit all the time, and then you give them certain passes at certain times, and you gotta be firm in with whatever you standing for as a people. Like you can't. Somebody can't do 2 strikes, and then on the 3rd strike, you're like, yo, what the fuck? You already seen that play.
Yeah.
Like, you already seen that play, and you already seen that pattern, so you have to make your own decision. Like, I just say artists are I kind of, as I grow further and I get older, I just feel like artists are humans, and you shouldn't really depend on them and count on them unless they've thrown themselves out there like that.
Yeah.
Then if they have, then the responsibility's on them. If they carry their life like that as an artist, then it's a different story.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If you coming out like you holding it down for everybody, and then you go left then people are going to question you. But then you got to question, why is he left? Why is the people around him not saying nothing? What's really going on?
Yeah.
Do we feel for him? Do we understand this? Do we not understand? Like, what are we particularly doing? I think everybody's answer will probably be different in this room. So how do we in hip-hop go with one thing?
Collectively, right?
Heather B says this to me all the time because off the mic, I'll be tripping on some of these stories we'll tell. I don't do it on the mics.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like to judge dudes too hard on this mic. I know how powerful it is. You know, others like to run a rampant with this shit in hip hop, talk about somebody, they don't even know what the real facts are.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from that kind of shit. But off mic, I'm like, damn, what the hell is he doing? You know, and Heather always says to me, what do you say to me?
People are people.
That's
People
it.
are people.
People are people. You can't get, like, to your point, you just can't keep putting them so high up on a pedestal. And you go on a couple of tours with people, and you see them, like, you just learn, you like, yo, he just like my cousin. Like, this nigga's crazy. Like, I can't, that whole facade goes away. That image and everything go away. People are people.
Go ahead.
It's so easy for all of us to pass judgment, though, when we on social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told somebody the other day, it's really hard for me. It's not nothing I'm proud of, but I physically harmed people before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've actually let off something at somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've actually poked a man with steel in my hand. Like, I can't really be the one to pass judgment because I'm in a good place now. That's the creator that just got me in his time zone right now, and I'm thankful. I don't know where that man and the creator is, or him and his energy, him and his people around him. So how do we pass judgment on, like, you know what I'm saying? So I try to take it like that, because when it's a celebrity, it's easy to pass judgment because they're in such a limelight. They're in such a big stage, and it's like, okay, like you say, we don't look at it like Heather say, those motherfuckers is regular dudes. Like, those niggas is crazy, just like my cousin, my brother. This nigga's worse than my uncle. This nigga's like my crackhead-ass uncle. You know what I mean?
G. Williams on the line with a pretty good question to this point. G. Williams, you in Connecticut. What's your, good morning. How you doing?
What up, G?
Hey.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Styles P here. What you want to say to him?
Yes, sir, Styles P. First and foremost, I've been a D-Block fan since '96.
Thank you, sir.
Was still here. And I just seen your boy Jada in Connecticut just, I think, Friday night. But anyway, I'm an older brother. I'm a hood nigga type nigga. And so when you say something about your aggressions and how you handle it now, it's real tough because I'm in my 40s now.
Yeah.
When I was in my 20s, it was, what you say?
Yeah.
This. But now that I'm older and I think about my children, my career, my family, now I'm a soft nigga. Now it's he ain't about it. He changed. He's this, he's that. Now,
that don't matter. They don't matter. Words don't matter. Words never matter, dog. If somebody's not touching you, harming you, they ain't harming your family, they ain't an immediate threat. That's the energy and vibe you actually don't need to be around. That's where you just keep it moving. Or you keep out positive them. Like, just, you right, bro. That ain't my speed no more. I'm cool with that. Like, you right. I ain't for that. I ain't even come out here to get scratched up, touched up. I feel good. I smell good. My clothes is new. I'm tired. My energy's up, though. I've come here. I'm too old to be fighting. I don't want to be fighting. I want to come and get smoked up and leave and chill and make some money. If somebody don't understand that and you pussy for that, they stupid and pussy.
Yeah.
Because they dealing with an ego, a ghetto complex and an ego that's been set up for us for years, is trying to live by some thug code that they don't even know who invented it. Because and you know what I mean, if you ever met a real murderer, a real killer, a real dude who's actually really put in work, a real dude who really ran blocks and ran spots, and you meet them kind of people and they've been through it and you doing good, anybody I know who ever really, really put in work always hugs me and tell me, keep it going, P, love is love. They ain't never, yo, that's crazy. It's always been some bitch ass nigga that ain't never been about it, that just want to hop online and talk. A real murderer, killer, anybody that's even hardcore, boxing, anything, they always be like, yeah, love is love. Our hardcore clientele come through the juice bar. Love is love. We love what you're doing for the hood, because anybody who been through the struggle wants out the struggle and wants better for all of their people. And if you ain't that type and you want to be stuck in that box, you're a fucking idiot or a bitch ass nigga. It's one of the two. It's not nothing cut short between that. You're either fucking just plain dumb and retarded, you didn't develop mentally, or you's a bitch ass nigga living by somebody code that's not real.
Right.
Styles P. R.I.P. G Host, the album out this Friday. It's a song, track number 9,
sir.
I believe, called Morning Morning. And it's featuring Oswin Benjamin jumped on this album.
Salute to Oswin, man. Oh, my God. And shout out to Divine Bars on the track. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, how'd you meet up with Oswin? How'd that happen?
D-Block, I think Pools, Cash. Pools, Cash, and somebody else set it up. Diesel, the whole. And D-Block, we work like as a unit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? They was like, nah, you need Oswin on this joint. And I heard his work, and I was like, that kid blew me away, man.
Oswin Benjamin.
He's fucking incredible, B.
Thank you.
Looking forward to working with him, man. Let's get it.
Get over. You're hearing gold right here. So much
Sir.
energy
May
in this
4th.
project. May 4th, Friday.
G Host.
This Friday.
Fire.
G Host. So much energy.
Thank you,
So
sir.
much
Shit
energy.
sound dope.
Hell yeah.
It's like if you look at a painting sometimes and you feel something, you know, you listen to this project, you're going to feel something.
Thank you. Thank you,
The song
my brother.
Ghost Wars, you said a line that made me laugh because it forced me to think about it. People pray to God, but they pray for the wrong shit.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
A lot of us, shit, I've done it. I'm still guilty of it.
Yeah.
That's why I say balance is a daily quest. Like sometimes I just be praying, damn, I need this couple billion real quick. Need a multi, but that's not really the right thing to pray for. Sometimes you just end up praying for the wrong things. Like I think all of us are on a quest for the dollar bill and the hustle in which you're gonna be. But I think we forget the quest for peace and just tranquility and just relaxing and love, honestly. Sounds funny, but that's kind of like what get you through. Like you can't take shit with you when you die. Like you could leave it behind, but you can't take shit with
Can't
you.
do nothing with it.
Yeah, and it's like, so you can't let that shit run you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all religions, as they say, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. But they say paradise was the next life.
Yeah.
Wasn't that always the thing? So this kind of make this like the test run.
Right.
So I don't think you gotta pray for the right shit. I still pray for the wrong shit, but I try to pray for the right shit. Also, too, I try to balance it out. Like, you know what I mean?
Work in
I think it's
progress.
natural, like, that you just want, like, I want shit. I'm a guy who likes nice shit. I ain't overboard with it, but I like nice shit. But I like to remember where I'm from, and I like to stay humble. And I like to remember that I'm actually blessed, and sometimes I'm a tad bit greedy, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Because when you start remembering, I think that's why it's important, especially when you're in the industry, to kind of keep some type of roots where you from.
Yeah.
And poor people, because the average dude can't get shit. Like, you know what I mean? You can't even buy 10 outfits, 10 pair of sneakers with it. So I think it's just the balance of being humble, or trying to be balanced, humbled, and grateful at the same time. But you got to pray for the right shit, too.
In the song Window to the Soul, another thing you said that stuck to my rib, and I'm paraphrasing all of these, is people send you prayer hands but won't say a prayer for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, prayer hands, the emoji,
emoji.
but yeah.
People will definitely give you the emojis all the time, but never actually say the prayer for you. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Like, you see somebody, they say something, and you just casually hit the prayer hands. But did you really say a prayer for them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like seriously. So now you can't do shit like that in vain. And we all do it. Like, not judging nobody, but I'm just saying, think about it. Like, think about how many times, how many fucking people, just sit here and really think about how many times you got prayer hand texts.
Right.
But how many people who sent you them prayer hand texts hit you up or called you and like, yo, shit is real, I'm gonna say a prayer for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. So I think it kind of,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta think about shit like that.
We got Stocks on the line from North Carolina. What up, Stocks?
Stocks was good though.
Stocks, what up?
What's good?
What's good?
Hey, good morning to the whole Shake 45 radio, man. How y'all doing this morning?
Doing-
Styles P, what's good, man?
Morning, fam. How you feel?
I'm chilling, man. Hey, yo, man. Yesterday night I was bumping that Who's Not to Be Fucked With.
Oh.
That's me.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
that shit is crack, man. That's
Yeah.
crack.
Thank you, King. Thank you, brother.
Hey, but truthfully, man, I just want to say, man, thank you for the inspiration you have given me and me, my whole set, man. The Locks, y'all amazing, dog. I love y'all,
Thank
man.
you, family.
And just keep on pushing, man. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
And I see y'all, man, at the freestyle battles or something, man.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
niggas nice. One love to the Locks.
right.
Love
Stocks.
is love, King.
You're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
We're going to
homie.
Canada. We got Bob on the line. What you want to say,
Bob
Bob?
was good though.
Hey, it's actually Bobby.
Bobby, go ahead. What you
Bobby,
want to
what
say?
up?
Real quick.
Yeah, I just want to say salute and hats off to all of you guys out there. First of all, man, Styles, your words, your music, real deep. I went through some rough times. I feel when you spit your rhymes, man, I could feel your hunger. I could feel.
Thank you,
I could
brother.
feel your pain, your struggles. You know,
Thank you.
there's a lot of music out there, but I don't feel what you say on your mic.
No doubt,
You know?
man. Thank you
You
very
got-
much. That's what I do it for,
Come
bro.
on, Brian. Hey,
Hey,
Bob, do me, Bob. Get the album. Show them how much you feel them.
Right.
G Host this Friday, May 4th.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go to Detroit. DY, what up, baby?
DY was good though.
What up, though?
Real quick, what you want to say?
Oh, yeah, it's real clear you tapped in with the person in the mirror, man. I really, you're not fabricating. It's clear that you being real with who you is. I appreciate them words, man. Like you say,
Thank you,
words
King.
don't matter, but they matter.
Thank you, King. Love is love.
All
All
right.
right, brother.
All right, show them much you love it by picking up that album, getting that album, May 4th, G Host. All right, let's go to South Carolina. Big James, what you want to say?
Big James.
Yo, what's good, man? I just want to shout Styles P out, man. Like, I listened to your shit, nigga, and I remember back in 97, man, me and my nigga robbing gas stations and shit, nigga. Word, you know what I'm saying? But the growth, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir.
from then till now, I can still listen to your shit and,
you, sir.
and let my son listen to the shit with me, you know what I mean?
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, sir. That's why I got a lot of work to do, Sway. I got a lot of good to. That's why my path is my path. See, I feel like I'm responsible for some shit in my life too. For planting
Yo, that
bad.
was-
I planted a lot of wrong seeds.
Yeah, that was the soundtrack.
Not intentionally though. I was just going as I was growing, just letting them out as I had them, but trying to redo my, you know. I feel like seriously, as a hood dude, I feel a hood dude when you're awake. You got to double up on the good work, and that ain't just like giving
Yeah.
out good work. Like a lot of dudes come from the corner, Heather. Like we come from the corner, we hustle hard, right? I stood outside I wouldn't leave. I'm getting this pack off. All day, all night, graveyard, AM shift, shower, clean my drawers, same clothes, back out for weeks in and weeks out. Dudes don't do that in the studio. Like you got to put more. You got to put in triple the work when you could get in money off of something positive. If you did that, if you was willing to put in a lot of work when you was doing something negative. That's my juice to all hood dudes who get the break.
All right.
You already know
That's
the grind.
real though.
Yeah. Listen to all your shit, nigga.
No, that was the soundtrack to the gas station robberies. He told you what it was.
I've been there, man.
All right. Man, there's a lot of gems on this project, man.
Yes,
G Host Friday, May 4th. I got a
Yes,
chance
sir.
to get it early. I held on to it too.
I need that to cook too, Sway.
Yeah,
When you
I
get
got you. I
that.
forwarded to you, Heather B. Styles
That
left a
shit
note
crazy.
to everybody involved. This is for Sway, and it's for Sway only. And motherfuckers didn't want to listen to it. I was like, Kelly, did you listen? Nah, man, that's for you.
That shit
and that's for
sound
you
crazy,
only.
yo.
But it's an amazing project. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
No, and, and I wanted to talk with you. Normally I ask you to spit, but I wanted to talk
So
with you
good.
today.
Yeah,
You know
thank
what
you.
I mean? I
Thank
wanted
you.
to talk about this project.
I owe y'all songs anyway.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm waiting for y'all y'all never hit me. Y'all supposed to come to the lab. You're
That's
supposed to do the juice while I keep saying the batting, right or wrong.
Right, you did.
I say, let's do a day out of
Yeah,
it.
you did say that.
Come hit me up. We're going to do the juice bar.
Okay.
Then we're going to go to the lab.
That's right.
Because I need my shit part of the thing. I
Okay.
can do this monthly. I rhyme. Like, I just need to.
Okay. Well, also, man, I'm doing TRL too, and the new TRL in the morning. So,
Let
but
me
I'm
co-host here with you.
Yeah,
man.
come in there, man.
Co-host
We have to do it, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm doing it different. We're gonna sit down and talk and play videos and have some real convo and
That's dope.
talk some news, all that
Let
stuff.
me be the host. Look, picture all the way.
Okay.
Let me be the health, bringing the health advisor once every 2 weeks. I want to say once every week, but once every 2 weeks. And I'm like your co-host with the health, but then we bring in other people. Like Dr. Oz, the doctors, workout people, this and that. Just a small segment,
Okay.
though. Like small. Like,
He right.
yeah, for this week, over here, you know what I mean? We off the
let me-
set.
let me
You can
get
feel-
it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
love
pitching.
it.
Let me get it.
No, pitching.
cemented, and then everything's possible.
I'm out here pitching
Everything's
shit.
possible. I like that. He wrote out the script and
Yeah,
everything.
manifest, yo.
Sway, you take stage left. I'm gonna have the lighting come down
You
here.
know what I'm saying?
All right, but hey, Styles
Love
P,
y'all,
man,
man.
love you, family.
Love y'all.
All
No
right,
doubt.
get the album
Always.
G
Thanks for having
Host
me.
Friday, May 4th.
G host
sounds
May
great.
4th. And,
G host.
yes, sir.
Here it is.
May 4th, and get to a Juices for Life. If you can't juice up yourself, get a blender, a juicer, fruits, veggies, do it yourself. Family first. Love is love.
All
Be
right,
love.
and we're gonna cut out until tomorrow. Have the B, Tracy G, Wonder, myself, DB. We have nothing This is the lead single right here, Heat of the Night, off the project.
Fire.
We're gonna end it with this. And make sure y'all pre-order it, get it, man. Support this. If you feel it, support it. That's how you can show it. It's Heat of the Night, and we have nothing left to say.